In this video, I will show you how to create realistic drops on your Android device. This effect is made with this one application, Photoshop Touch. At first, we will add our background image to create a new project. Now I will import the color theme I created for this effect. Let us add an empty layer above the background layer to add an highlight to shadow gradient. Change the blend mode to multiply. Now we can merge them together. Time to work on the drops. Let us begin with the shape of the drop. We will use the paint tool to create a perfect circle. Use any color you like, we will not use it in the actual effect. Make everything 100%. Click once on the background to create a circle. You can resize it if you like. This is a reference layer. It will not be used for this effect, but will be used as a guide. Let us select the pixels of this layer, which is the circle layer. Hide this circle layer, and create an empty layer. As you can see, the selection is active. Now we will add an inner shadow to this empty layer. Use this transparent radial gradient. Make sure the selection is active. Let us create an empty layer to add texture. Change the fill to clouds. You can try different blend modes. Reduce the opacity. Let us add ring reflection to the drop. Duplicate the circle layer. Hide the bottom circles layer. Reduce the size, and place it at the middle. Clear the color, and add a stroke. Change it to stroke. Make the width 1 pixels. Deselect the pixels, and select Eraser tool, and erase some parts of the ring. Blur it a little bit. Reduce the opacity. Let us add a drop shadow to the drop. Duplicate the circle layer, and click on Drop Shadow under Basic Effect. In this case, we have a shadow and a solid color in one layer, but we need just the shadow and not the solid color. But if we turned off the layer, the shadow and solid color will go off. To solve this problem, we have to make the bottom circle, that have no shadows, active. And select the pixels. Turn off the layer, and make the one with shadows active. Make sure the selection is on. Clear it. Now we have just the shadow in the layer. Let us add our final effect, which is the main reflection. Create an empty layer, above all the active layers. Select the Circle Selection tool. Drag to draw an ellipse. Fill it with white. To make it look more realistic, add some bubbles to the drop. To add the bubbles, merge all effect layers together, except the drop shadow layer. We do not need drop shadow in the bubbles. Duplicate the merged layer. Hide the bottom layer, and the shadow layer. Make duplicate of the visible bubble layer above, and position them with different sizes. Merge the visible bubble layers together. Unhide the bottom layer. Make the bubbles smaller, to fit in the drop. Make the shadow layer visible, and merge them together. Duplicate the drops, and position them differently. To make the drops look more organic, we should add wrap to each drop. Before then, delete the reference layers if you like. I recommend you to save the project before using the wrap tool, because sometimes when I use the wrap tool, the app closes automatically. As you can see, this is a different project. I lost the main one, so I created this new project, but don't worry, it is the same process. Let us apply the wrap effect. We are finally done. Have fun with it. Make sure you like this video, and comment below if you have anything to say. Subscribe and click on the bell notification icon. Also check out my other videos, links are in the description below.